And welcome. My name is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance, welcoming each one of you to my channel with all my love and all my heart. Today is 2/11, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the vibration of the number 11 and the energies that I believe and I feel that 2/11 carries. See, 11 is the number of, it carries the energy of transmutation of your personal power. Transmutation of your personal power towards a higher spiritual goal or a spiritual purpose. What does that really mean? So I'll start with personal power. Number one. We begin with the number one. One is your individual self. It carries the vibration of you. Who you are, what you are, your thoughts, your beliefs, and through your own dedication, through your own inner willpower, you materialize things. You assert ideas. You assert your belief systems. You speak your truth. And you bring manifestations in your physical reality. That's the power of one. When we're talking about tapping into the power of one, we're really talking about is personal power. So there's something I was reading, and I'm going to read that. It says here, within each one of us lies enormous power. Sometimes we don't know where to find it. Sometimes we don't know how to unleash it. I'll repeat that one. Within each one of us lies enormous power. Sometimes we don't know where to find it, or sometimes we don't know how to unleash it. So what is personal power? Personal power is that guiding force within you, where you're using the energy of your physical body and your subconscious mind to create a reality. Now, how do other people see that you are? How do other people perceive that you're using your personal power? We externalize it through our assertiveness. I am being assertive in a certain way, in a certain being, and this is how it's going to be done. That's when people know that you're you're externalizing that personal power. Okay? Now, internal working of the personal power would be, let's take the example that, let's say you decide you want to wake up at 3 a.m. Okay? So you decide, you think about it, and then you put up the alarm. Now, come morning, 3 a.m., the alarm buzzes, and there are two choices, like two things you'll do. Either you're going to snooze the button and go back in and keep snoozing it till the time you really want to wake up. Let's say you wanted to wake up at 6. And then you say, oh, you know what? I was just really tired. Today was not a good day for me to have begun this process. Let me try again tomorrow. And you try again. And we continue on. So this is one option. The other would be rain or shine. It's going to drag the bejiggers out of you. You're going to have to find that strength within you to get your feet off the bed and then hit the snooze button and then move and do something. What I'm talking about here is it requires tremendous willpower. That's your personal power. Now, over time, with life and its experiences, we forget to use our personal power. Or we have given our power away to others, believing that what others are saying is right, what others are saying is true, believing what everybody else is saying true except me. And we lose the sense of self during this process. Now, when we want to bring about a shift in our life, we have to use a personal power. Without personal power, we can't bring about any shift in our life. We can't. So you have to channel the energy. You have to channel that willpower up to manifest and create the life that you want. Any shift that you want to create in your life has to come through, first thing has to be, you've got the will. Now you've got the will, now you're going to take guided steps and guided actions towards it. So it's channeling that energy and, taking charge of your subconscious mind, taking charge of the subconscious mind and taking charge of the physical body. And then creating that rhythm, creating and circulating that energy within it, and you harness the power of one. You are becoming a spiritual warrior. Never giving up. Never giving up. Fighting for that life. We have to remember that the universe has two opposing forces. So that's where I'm going to bring in the energy of the number 2. Number 2 deals with harmony. Number 2 deals with peace. Number 2 deals with creating a balance between the polarities. Okay? Universe is made of two opposing forces. Okay? You've got the light, you've got the dark. You've got the shadow side, you've got the light side. You've got the illusion, you've got the truth. We call good and evil, right? You got the ego thinking or you got the spiritual thinking. So they're opposing forces. Now the key to bringing a shift in your life is aligning yourself towards what's creating positive results in your life. Okay, so whether there have been habits, whether there's been negative thinking or a negative behavior pattern that you have held on to, whether it's resentment, hurt, anger, certain pattern of thinking that doesn't allow for you to speak and be who you are completely in alignment with your soul's truth, then it is time. It is time to use and harness your personal power towards aligning yourself towards the positive energies. So it requires for you to have the willpower and a conscious effort that this is what I'm going to do. So for me to manifest A, B, and C, I need to wake up at 3, do this. So to create a discipline, you're going to need to find that courage to say yes, to say no, to draw boundaries, to say no to negative thinking, no to always giving out your energy and always being a doormat. Any of those things that have held you back. Now is that time that if you want to have that shift, 211 is giving you that chance. If you want to have that shift in your life, you want to create a different thing, you want to align yourself to more positive energies, then you need to harness your own inner personal power, your willpower. When we align our willpower with that of the divine will, what we're bringing about is great transformation. And right here I saw white butterflies, right here, right now. We bring about a great transformation in our lives. We become the conscious creators. So twos are about also bringing balance. Look around you and see where is there imbalance in your life. Many times in life, to prove ourselves right, that we are right and you are wrong, we'll continue in that negative spiral with another person, and that creates a lot of discord. Anger, fights, conflict. Now, when the twos are coming about in your life, what they're really asking for you to do is to take a more harmonious approach. Be more yielding of your assertive power and see that peace and harmony for you is more important than proving yourself to be right. So this is a good time to look at where have you taken a rigid stance in your life. And if you've taken a rigid stance, this would be a wonderful time to reflect and see the shift that you want to bring about. And that's where the power of 11 comes in. You're the spiritual warrior. You have that innate connection to the divine source. And you're connecting yourself, when you're connecting your inner self with the divine guidance, with your higher self, and you're taking steps, guided steps towards your feelings and towards what you feel like you wish to create, a more positive life and a more harmonious life for yourself, you are harnessing your inner power. Now 211 also, in my feeling, carries a couple of more energies which I think are amazing to kind of put together. And that is the energy of 3. Energy of 3 is that of mind, body, spirit. The energy of 3 is that of optimism, inspiration, feeling inspired, feeling creative, happiness and joy. And then also carries the vibration of 4, right? 1 and 1 is 2, and then 2 plus 2 is 4. 4s are all about solid foundations, solid and stability in this material plane, in the here and now. Now, when we're looking at the energy of stability, you're looking at the energy of creativity, inspiration, you're looking at personal power, you're looking at harmony. How do we put it all together, right? When it's coming forth for you? What is this gift that's coming? It's saying here, what I wrote here is that 211 is calling for us to use our personal power in a balanced way. So you're being asked to be kind and understanding, creating peace and harmony, removing negative thinking, staying positive, and allowing your creative energy to create stability and balance in our physical world. And I think that's an amazing message, and that's like an amazing energy that the universe is guiding us towards, is how do we create this stability in our life? Now, that's what has been my feeling, my thoughts about what the energy of 211 is. Okay, now we're going to come down to what is it that I'm going to leave you with. So, the question that I have for you for today is this is in two parts, okay? First part is, what is that one habit you would want to get rid of, or one belief system that you want to remove from your life to create space for something new and more positive, to align yourself with positive energy? What would be that one habit or one belief system? That's part one. Second, we did talk about personal power. So second is going to, how are you going to commit to that? What are the steps that you're going to take to enforce the first part in your life? I can't do it. No one else is telling you to do it. What are some of the steps that you are going to take to ensure that you are working on releasing that habit or shifting out of a mindset? Number one, a habit or a thought that you want to release. Number two, how are you going to do it? What steps are you going to take? So it's a two-part question that I'm going to leave you with on this video. So I'll give you an example of what I am planning on doing. So the habits are a negative, actually this is a negative belief system, and I'm really working hard on it, but I think I need to work harder. I haven't really used my full potential of personal power. I haven't applied my full potential towards this belief system, and I realize that this particular belief system that I want to share with you is something that takes me down the negative path and takes me down that rabbit hole where I don't want to go. I've been there, done that, woo, a million times. And this is it. I mean, this is my solar month. So I am choosing to let go of belief systems that take away from my sense of worth, my sense of self-worth, my sense of self-love, and my sense of self-acceptance. That's a big one. But it is something that I see is a trigger in my life, and it comes up as a little snake, little thingy coming up in my life and just exploding in my face. And I'm thinking, I need to do something big about this now. The time is now, Archana, 2:11. How am I going to do it? It's a tough one. So what I'm planning on doing is, I have these amazing affirmations that I've written, and I'm recording it in my own voice, and also some that I've listened to in the on YouTube. I love it, and I've saved it as my mantras. I am listening to those every night, 15 minutes, just when I'm ready to doze off to sleep. So my subconscious is being reprogrammed with positive affirmations on self-worth, self-esteem, self-love, and self-acceptance. And also when I wake up in the morning. That's the steps I'm going to take. So it will require for me to put in that time and effort. And I know that science has shown that it takes about 21 days for something to take place. I'm going to begin tonight. So I leave you with that question, and I am absolutely looking forward to hearing your responses, your insights, and your energy. So thank you so much for tuning in and interacting. Maybe continue this process, sending you love and light. This is Archana of Divine Soul Resonance. Bye. Mwah.